those Chiefs!
Let's talk about the steal of the draft for the Chiefs. Tight end university, JuJu dancing at a luau, the Chiefs' best kept secret for 2022, and much more. But first, how about those? What's up, guys? My name is Cole, and I do daily news about the Chiefs and the NFL overall. So hey, I'm gonna need you to sub if you're new, hit that like button if you want some Kansas City barbecue hand delivered by yours truly, and let's get into this news. You guys are probably familiar with the saying, there's levels to this, right? Well, I often find it a bit corny if I'm gonna be honest, but sometimes there really is levels to this. Let me explain. Yesterday I covered how Chris Jones went from fighting these red things to then fighting these red things with arms. Well, now he's upgraded further to a real human with red arms. Then homie put on pads like they're about to practice boxing. Then he pushes this black thing that wouldn't move out of his way properly, so he had to sidestep it and run past it. And here's some photos of Skyy Moore looking fire in a Chiefs uniform. Then some bonus photos of him flexing, one of him laughing, and then even one of him showing off his Pokemon card collection. And here's an extra photo of Skyy taking a photo with a big-headed photo of himself, which, to be honest, is very trippy looking. And then JuJu Smith-Schuster has been very busy lately. Just in yesterday's video, I talked about the free camp he did for middle schoolers at his high school. And last night, his foundation put on a Trojans Legends Luau yesterday for a special evening of authentic Polynesian food, nom nom, entertainment, fun, and giving back. And you have this guy here playing hot potato with a stick that is on fire, which looks pretty cool. And then JuJu himself is up there on stage dancing with everyone. And you know he is having a grand old time because he just can't help himself. He loves to dance. But it looks like it was a great time for an even greater cause. And speaking of the word great, we have some great news from Jalen Watson and Joshua Williams. It looks like they went to Gates together last night and enjoyed their food. And I'm so proud of these guys for choosing Gates that I could honestly cry. I do hope that the people working the front yelled extra loud at them though for their first time, just so they could get the full immersed experience. And do you guys remember CEH's dog? Homie broke his leg recently, but may have graduated from his cast and is now out there looking like a cute little conehead, poor bud. So while CEH's dog is out there healing, CEH himself was seen out and about with TGS holding down their second annual celebrity and charity top golf event. That is a name. The proceeds made from said event will be used to help improve the quality of life for active military vets and their families in the KC area, which you love to freaking see that. And then you can see CEH taking photos with fans, and it must have been very bright in there because he never once removed those sunglasses. My only question is, where's all the celebs for this celebrity event? The homie Sue from Twitter would also really like to know, and I want to help her out. And I'm just going to be honest here, and this is no shade to CEH, but if he was the sole celebrity at this event, they got to step their game up a little bit next year. From here, let's have a wee little chat about Chiefs draft steals for a moment, shall we? In 2020, Veach landed L'Jarius Sneed in the 4th round, and Sneed would go on to have a superb rookie season playing both outside and the slot. He earned a first-round selection in a number of 2022 NFL redraft scenarios. And then last season, we know this one is fire. Chiefs selected Trey Smith in the 6th round. This wonderful man would go on to start every game at right guard for KC as a rookie. So the question is, who is this year's steal of the draft? Maybe Leo Chenal, Skyy Moore? Well, Luke Easterling of DraftWire answers our burning question as he recently picked the steal of the draft for each team in a recent article. And for the Chiefs, he selected offensive lineman Hulk smash Darian Kinnard. This is what Luke has to say about him. Kinnard was projected to be taken as early as the 2nd round ahead of the draft. He slid to day 3 as a result of injury and character concerns. And I'm not going to lie here, I couldn't really even find what the injury was and the character concerns other than him being Hulk and smashing things. I'm not sure what that is either, but he goes on to say this: the Chiefs capitalized on this fall by moving up to the top of the 5th round to select him. The 6'4" and 345-pound right tackle is a ferocious run blocker, and coming out of Kentucky, he was rather underrated as a pass blocker. According to PFF, Kinnard allowed just 1 sack and 6 other pressures and 414 pass blocking snaps in 2021. Incredible. Andy Reid seemed a little surprised by what he saw from Kinnard at rookie minicamp, saying that he has picked up everything easily. Well, I'm not surprised because Hulk do good job most of time, so it makes complete freaking sense to me if I'm going to be honest. With the injury to Lucas Niang, Kinnard has the inside track to beat out Andrew Wiley for the starting right tackle job. It's just a matter of seizing the opportunity. So I have 2 questions for you guys here. First, who's getting the starting right tackle job once the season starts? A poll over on Arrowhead Pride revealed that 72% of the 3,000 or so votes think that Kinnard will indeed be the starter. So that's interesting. And my second question is, who is your steal of the draft? Is it Kinnard, Shenault, Skyy Moore, somebody else? Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe you'll even say Brian Cook, I'm not sure. And since we're on the subject of rookies in the draft, the Chiefs recently did a team building exercise at a Park Lane's bowling alley, which included a lot of the rookies and some veterans. Well, a local painter, artist, basically a modern day Van Gogh, named Chris Chansey recently shared a photo on Twitter with a painting he had made that had an absolute boatload of Chiefs players' signature on it, and then he also shared a photo of McDuffie throwing up the peace sign saying, "I was lucky enough to get one of my pieces into a team building exercise put on by the Chiefs, got all the rookies and several veteran signatures, had a raffle for a custom one-off painting, and Trent McDuffie was the winner. So stoked to get this painting home." Well, that's awesome having all those signatures on there. I would like that. And of course, the painting is absolutely lit. Andy Reid getting a Gatorade bath. You do love to see that. Anyway, I actually messaged Chris to get a little bit more to the story, and this is what he said to me. Some background context is, I had been talking to McCole Hardman about doing a potential mural in his basement and knew he liked to bowl. So I told him he needed to check out my friend's place, Park Lanes. That's his home alley now, and he recommended doing a team building exercise there to the team. That's when I asked my friend if he would put my painting on a table and have everyone sign it as part of the exercise, and he said absolutely. We also did a raffle for a free custom painting, and Trent McDuffie won. We have already been in contact about potential designs and will iron something out in the coming days, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So there you go. Homie Chris is now in contact with McDuffie about a custom painting for him, which is pretty cool if you ask me. And then if you have never graduated from college, have you considered attending Tight End University? Hashtag not sponsored, because Travis Kelce announced just the other day that Tight End University, presented by Charmin, will be returning for its second year in Nashville, Tennessee in June of this year. This was started up last year by Kelce, George Kittle, and Greg Olsen, and over 50 NFL tight ends showed up to collab and learn from each other. And it looks like this year, they are also inviting several retired legends as coaches. And if Tony G is not there, I may possibly riot. Anyway, the goal of TEU is to provide attendees with the invaluable opportunity to learn from some of the best tight ends to ever play the game. And those in attendance will get a chance to participate in a variety of activities, including film study, on-field drills, recovery, rehabilitation, and more. Lots of big words. So yeah, any tight ends that are watching this video right now, feel free to sign up and make it out there. And then I know Tyreek Hill has moved on to another team, and I can already feel it now in my bones that Nancy is going to comment on this video and ask why I'm talking about Tyreek. He no longer at Chiefs. But you'll be okay, lady. I just found this worth sharing as an if only he was here for one more season kind of a thing, because it's pretty interesting. So listen to this real quick. The top 3 receivers in total receiving yards for the Chiefs are as follows. I'm talking just receivers, not tight ends, because Kelce and Gonzalez are on another level. But anyway, Otis Taylor is first with 7,306 yards in 130 games played. Second is Dwayne Bowe, 7,155 yards in 125 games played. And then in third is Tyreek Hill, 6,630 yards in only 91 games played. And given that an average year for Hill is about 1,105 yards, and that total is skewed by lower early career numbers and doesn't include a 17-game season, the Cheetah would have easily eclipsed those wide receiver totals for a new franchise high for someone at his position somewhere around November or early December. And beyond that, a glimpse at the Chiefs' all-time receptions record for a wide receiver shows that Bowe owns the mark at 532 and Hill only needed 54 catches to set that mark as well for a player who has averaged 80 receptions per season. And to put the cherry on top of all of these accomplishments, Hill only needed 2 receiving TDs to edge Taylor's franchise-leading total of 57 receiving TDs for a wideout in Chiefs history. That's it. So in short, if Hill could have just put up 54 catches for 677 yards and 2 TDs, he would have owned every primary receiving record for the Chiefs until the next great wide receiver stepped into Arrowhead and claimed them as his own. Again, I know Hill is gone like the wind and all that good stuff, but I just found this very interesting and a very noteworthy if only or what could have been. And then Maurice Moton from Bleacher Report recently posted an article titled "The Best Kept Secret on Every NFL Roster Heading into the 2022 Season." And for the Kansas City Chiefs, he listed Mecole Hardman, saying this: Mecole Hardman doesn't have to replicate the skill set of all-pro wideout Tyreek Hill, whom the Kansas City Chiefs traded to the Dolphins, blah, blah, blah. But he does have the speed, 4.33 second 40-yard dash to break away from defenders in open space. As the number 3 pass catch option in the Chiefs' aerial attack behind Hill and tight end Kelce, Hardman caught 126 passes for 1,791 yards and 12 TDs with a 67.7% catch rate from the 2019 to the 2021 campaigns. And though the Chiefs signed wideouts JuJu Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdes-Scantling, aka the Dash Brothers, Hardman has a faster gear than the former, and he's a more reliable pass catcher than the latter, who had a 49.8% catch rate. And rookie second-rounder Skyy Moore may need an adjustment period as he transitions from the collegiate ranks. Meanwhile, Hardman's rapport with quarterback Patrick Mahomes should pay immediate dividends. He's arguably the most dynamic player of the Chiefs wide receiver group because of his speed, big playability. He averaged 20.7 yards per reception in 2019 and catch efficiency. And on this same note, Lance the Spoken posted this on Twitter the other day about Hardman, saying, since 2019, Mecole Hardman has had 186 targets for 126 receptions, 1,791 yards, and 12 TDs. Cortland Sutton has had 228 targets, 133 receptions, 1,954 yards, and 8 TDs. Tim Patrick has had 195 targets, 121 receptions, 1,694 yards, and 11 TDs. All right, that was a lot of numbers, but he's basically saying Mecole Hardman would be the Broncos' best wide receiver and has been the Chiefs' wide receiver 3 or 4. So it's pretty crazy to think about, although Sutton did tear his ACL. So if he did not do that, I'm not sure the stats would be that close. It's still interesting though to think about here because Mecole Hardman could indeed be the Chiefs' best kept secret going into the 22 season. Tyreek is now bye-bye. The rest of the receiving core is new, and now is the time, if there ever was one, for Mecole to step up and take what is his. What do you guys think of this? Do you agree or disagree? If you disagree, who is the Chiefs' best kept secret for the 2022 season in your eyes? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. I am super active in there. So active, in fact, we talk about comments every day at the end of our videos. So let's take a look at some of my favorite from yesterday. Chase Faber says, name something Chick-fil-A has on the menu that does not have sugar in it. To which I say, why don't you look it up and tell me what's on their menu that doesn't have sugar in it? I'm too busy running this channel, bud. Sorry. The Real Game, No Gimmick podcast says, how about those chefs? Come up with your own slogan, not impressed face. Well, buddy, how about you focus more on growing your own channel, Mr. 111 subs, and spend less time worrying about the names of other people's channels? Greg White says, I'm sorry guys, but I'm not impressed with Chick-fil-A. Well, Greg White, I'm not really that impressed with you. Perfect Player says, hey KC, my B-Day is tomorrow. I'll take a Kelce and a Mahomes jersey. DM me for my address. Well, I can't get you those cool jerseys for your birthday, but I can say this. Happy freaking birthday, man. I hope you have a great day and eat some KC barbecue. Or at least drink some coffee like the cold brew I just chugged and can barely see straight. KG really liked the Willie Gay and that vacuum comment, saying that it was the laugh of the day for him and it was the first time he can remember he's actually laughed out loud at something on YouTube. Well, I'm glad I can make you laugh, man, but I will tell you who is not laughing right now, and that is that poor vacuum. Tatum Floyd says, Chat Sports Chief Report is in trouble. Cole is way better than Harrison Graham. Well, I don't know about all of that, but I do appreciate the compliment. I will say this, there's plenty of room here in Chiefs Kingdom for multiple channels who deliver content with different styles. It's all good, but I'm coming for that #1 spot.
I'm coming for that #1 spot.
GG Omen08 says, Cole says, I am Beardman. Cora B says, the way things are going, you'll end up with more subs than Subway. I mean, that's a lot of subs, Cora. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do really love their cookies. Brandon Clark says, this about the guy yesterday wanting to fight me. I'll go with you, no doubt. I don't even care how big anyone is. A beard that angelic should never need to throw a punch. And I pity the fool trying to mess with your streak. Well, the person who's gonna mess with my everyday video streak's probably gonna be my wife. So yeah, you'll have to take that up with my boss. And I'm glad you think my beard is angelic. I will take it. Colderoos Burner says, another banger from Cole. Mama, I made it because someone made a burner account after me. This is next level stuff right here. You love to see it. Ryan Olson says, love the vids supporting from Sydney, Australia. Let's go. Chiefs and Hawks says he is way older than my beard, but he only said my beard. So maybe he's not older than me, just my beard. But now he's retired and doesn't have to get up early like I do. Well, you are a lucky duck. Snapcount says every day I look for new content on your channel like TMZ looks for tragedies. Love the content and seeing you grow. Man, shout out to you and to everybody else for all the comments, likes, subs, and just the support. It means a ton to me, and it's only up from here because there's levels to this. Make sure to leave a comment below to potentially be featured in an upcoming video. Sub for more daily news like this, and check out this video here from yesterday where I talk about Sneed's car getting shot up and much more. So until next time, let's go. How about those